And then now we're talking about Dr. Lani. The other day it's Dr. Matthew. Ngenye imini it's Dr. Lani. Ngenye imini it's Dr. Banbani.
Ubani kahle lo dokotela.
So there's this doctor.
Right.
In fact, he says he's a doctor. On TikTok.
Yes.
We all know him as this HIV positive doctor who comes in some days at patients that refused to be treated by him because he's HIV positive. Now he took it to TikTok that's positive. Nenini udoctor lona started telling people that una 22 years old and then he skipped 3 grades and then agana matric, but he got a scholarship to study at Cambridge overseas. So wafumani lando yake matric yake njalo. After that he went and studied at Vets University and then after that wabuya wapangela for 3 years. Now Vets release a statement as it no. We don't want to associate ourselves with this so-called doctor because akazanga funde Vets. TikTok yake was Dr. Matthew. He came back and corrected it. In fact, wabhala pha kwi profile yake that Dr. Matthew is only a student. Student is when the character name. It's not the real thing. So people said, okay, if it's not the real thing, come with the right name. He said, igama lakhe yena Dr. Sanele Zingelwa. Dr. Sanele Zingelwa apparently Dr. Atembis. It's not him.
So he stole.
So he's being charged from a fraud, number 1. Number 2, because Ebesia Live giving advices to people about medical problems about face side. Uba Eben's live if you're facing APNC, go and buy this and that. And then also he was selling pills Zoslim. People bought the pills. Guess whose account was imali transferred to?
Who?
He says to his stepbrother Sake, not his account. People are asking why. Atiana, no, because if imali ibingena kumu, I would have to declare it. Kulando yake because he's a doctor and he's receiving money. Every amount engena accounting yako, you have to declare it because you are a doctor. South Africa 8M4, we've never seen you M17 with patients. And all the time it's either ufotele motweni endlini and on the only thing that says
he's a doctor.
Who's the doctor? For this
maybe he's a telescope, whatever.
That's the only thing that says he's a doctor. The other time he was wearing scraps, the leg gown or it was a doctor. What someone else's name. So in South Africa, what kind of a doctor are you?
Yeah. Right.
If you're gonna wear ilando yomntu scrap somntu. No, you decide, you get to work, uthathe ilando ifunayo. It's not a problem. So account yakhe got banned. He came back.
Which account, by the way?
Dr. Matthew. On
Instagram, Facebook,
TikTok,
right?
TikTok account yake, it had more than 1 million likes, and then more than 200,000 something followers. So funny story, it got banned while he was live on TikTok, trying to explain what's going on. The next thing people saw, Dr. Matthew's account is banned. So now they are charging him of fraud and then other things, using igama he's a medical doctor and everything else. Yeah, investigate like a case, but it's still as fun is that each and every day, every day. Yeah, story after story. Yabazi ubuxoki Moeketsi. Like each and every day. Biyakhula. And that's the problem. Because now, from telling this story, Ngomso Mabembuza, he has to add a new story.
But the problem right now, it actually questions like his systems,
Yeah.
Zala South Africa, because he worked in Gupi. Which hospital did he work in? Is it Bara?
No.
Which hospital?
Suti, he worked in which hospital? Iti Uti.
Uti, he worked in one of those hospitals.
He worked in one of the hospitals up at Joburg. Now the problem is, at least if you say you've worked a share, someone must remember you. At least Moeketsi did work and donated.
So, I won't blame Vets, by issuing the statement, because at the same time, it speaks to the dignity of the institution. You guys have this doctor, lady, studied in your institution, yet Nina, you don't recognize. What does it say about Vets? Because if not me, I'm a professional medical doctor from Vets, and then I'm going to issue out medicine to patients, who are vulnerable, and then the person dies or something happens to the patient, what is going to happen is people are going to blame vets because they gave me the education to go and help people out. So this guy, he's coming out. I saw a video of him saying, I'm the youngest pharmaceutical. I'm a youngest person here who has a pharmaceutical brand. Like the youngest. He was speaking about how his shipments are coming, isn't this fun analysis? So like people were like, okay, so since when you are a pharmaceutical thingy, you have a pharmaceutical brand, can we see an example? Like konomunye umuntu oshute isithombe of one of his pills, So what happens was the barcode, it has number from 1 to 13. In his video. In his video again, a professional medical doctor coming and saying, okay, this is what happened and what. I mean, I get good doctors okuluma in a video whereby people are watching you. Which okay, if you have a heart disease, like whatever, just drink water and then what is going to happen? No, again, isn't technology's question is PhD at the age of 24. Guys, PhD. He skipped the PhD.
Yeah.
But he has a PhD.
No, like he skipped certain grades, three grades.
So, this guy went to Crestwold Senior School. There's this lady who confessed to Guti because Bebati uye abet, they came and corrected. They came and corrected to Guti. No, this guy does not have matric. Uyegu Crestwold Senior School, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, Crestwold Senior School ipelela ku grade 10. So that's where bamgcine khona ukuthi because lesa sikolo siphelela ku grade 10. The guy doesn't have matric.
And he says he rectified that. Athi vele, like way before idigwe. He said, I don't have a matric. Ne? What I did is I got a scholarship to go and study at Cambridge, which made it possible for him to come back. In fact, he did what do they call this? Advanced grade 12 or something. But it's more like your matric, but you don't call it a matric.
Yeah.
He did it with Cambridge. That's what he said. After skipping 3 grades.
Mina, I'm going to sound bad, but mina ngamnika credit because he shows ukuthi it is easy to deceive people. You know, right now nami ngahlala la and say, you know what, me, I'm a medical doctor, ma'am. So what you need to do is that there's this part called the ventromedial prefrontal cortex. So you need to take this medicine and mix it with this one so that it's easy to deceive people. Hence many people like they will actually question. Question the level of safety and security that is there. Because lo muntu lo, he can be patient to people who are vulnerable. Umuntu angafa. because of this guy.
And remember selling pills and coming back and uthi no pills zam could have been a clicks napina. In fact, if pharmacy ziyayifuna, however, I'm gonna take out 40% or 60, and then they take out the rest. And sorry, I have to wait for 3 months until this money comes to me. That's the reason why angasange farmers.
Mara, this guy, there's been case about him because there was a public notice that was issued on the 31st of March 2021, which was released by Christina Magistrate Court. Ne?
Okay.
So they issued an interim protection order against the girl called Khomolemo Bonolo Seleke. Okay. So back in February, she made various posts to go to now this medical student Ubongani Matthew. He's actually advising people to have unprotected sex with people who have HIV so that bazeguye for medical assistance. Okay. So it dates back ukuthi. So this guy has been in the game. He's been preparing himself at the end of the day.
He's the next Tabo Pester.
Yes.
Because also he was in trouble. Yeah. Because Wenza Ivit, you're saying that Yena, he's a medical doctor and he's not being paid accordingly. Now imagine Isbedlele so had to go and investigate. But do we have Umdotile?
Yeah.
Dololo.
They don't find him on the system. I can't any number because I need there's this employee number. It's all they call the person number or something.
It's from
Yeah. So like nothing like that. Like the guards of coming to TikTok and sharing good to your medical doctors.
Here's the thing with TikTok, ne? You can become any character you want.
Jesus.
You can become any character.
So that's an advice.
No, I'm saying it's what because we are content creators. Yeah. But I feel like he took it far because from saying Dr. Matthew Nini maybon magachisa wayo editor that no, Dr. Matthew is just a character. Ne? Not igama lakhe. Bayabuza abantu ngubani igama lakho. Uthi yena ngubani bani? Ne? They go and Google the name. Igama ku LinkedIn, it comes as Dr. Wase Tembisa. They're saying no, I don't even have a LinkedIn account and all. Now it is escalating. Ne? Now ufaka departments get departments. From a Department of Hertz, from TikTok, Banban, no Banban. Each and every day, yaliwa ngenxa yakhe.
But man, come on, guys. Like, I mean, it speaks to say we must be safe out there as people. Yeah, because if maybe Nyakula, I'm desperate, if somebody can come to me, like how do we actually make sure this person is a professional, like a qualified medical doctor? I think such information needs to be shared to Abantu because right now we are waiting for him because he said he issued a statement to Guti. He's busy with his legal team, Yoguti, and he wants to issue a statement and just become transparent about everything that is happening. Yeah, so before we make any conclusion, Yoguti has a PhD or whatever. Yeah, do you know how long it takes to make a PhD? I mean, a PhD isn't it the highest qualification in South Africa? What's the highest qualification?
So Teta, hold it right there. We're going to quickly go on music, and then when we come back, we move to the next topic, which is Dr. Musa, is he really a doctor?